That video was taken moments after this woman in the video allegedly discovered a truck full of children's corpses. So according to the story, this woman worked as a truck inspector in Mexico. And one day while she was performing her duties, a truck driver pulled in. She noticed he was acting tense and visibly nervous. And when she approached the truck, she noticed the back door was open. And when she inspected the interior of the truck, she was disturbed. She claims she saw hundreds of children's bodies, all stacked on top of each other in a massive pile. She claimed that there was blood soaked into the floor, and she even saw garbage bags lying around the sides filled with children's limbs, arms, legs, and even heads. She then stumbled to the side, started telling people what she had seen, and thus this infamous video clip was born. Now, this was first posted on Facebook back in 2019, but curiously, there's been no update on what happened here. In fact, just trying to find any information about this video or incident is nearly impossible on the internet. You can see here I tried my hardest to find info and it just wouldn't pull anything up. There have been similar incidents though where trucks have been stopped and inspected and people's bodies were found in the back. This has happened multiple times actually. I saw people online claiming that this woman was found dead just a day or two after this video went viral, but I couldn't find any official confirmation of that happening. It wouldn't surprise me though, because as you probably know, whistleblowers who try to save children usually end up dying in mysterious ways. But this is a really disturbing problem. I actually interviewed someone a few weeks ago who told me that when he was investigating sex crimes against children in Mexico, he was told about a black market in the city of Juarez where people could just walk up and buy children in broad daylight. He also told me of cases that he'd either worked on or been informed about where parents had literally sold their children to traffickers because they couldn't pay the rent, they couldn't pay for food. So a truck being discovered full of children's bodies doesn't necessarily surprise me, and it isn't out of the realm of possibility. What is interesting though is the concept that these children had been butchered or carved up, because that is a known thing that is happening today. In today's world, this is not a conspiracy. Organ harvesting and organ trafficking, especially on the black market. I mean, that's a concept that's well known. There's even videos on YouTube of organ traffickers being interviewed by people like National Geographic. And I actually just did a video last month where I interviewed a guy who's been convicted of murder. It's a whole thing. But he took us to a castle in France, showed us a lot of occult symbolism that's within the castle wall, and discussed with us how he knows through insider information that there are rituals and sacrifices being performed at this castle where the blood of children and innocents is being harvested and then used in some form of magical or occult ceremony. A few years ago, if you would have asked me if I would believe in this sort of a thing, I would have said no. That's just being fully honest, full disclosure. But as I've progressed in my journey, as I've met with victims, I've worked with investigative reporters, I've spoken to people from all ends of the spectrum in these cases, these horrifying realities are true. Just because it sounds impossible or fanciful or it's too disturbing for you to handle, that doesn't mean that it hasn't happened or isn't happening. So that's why this video thing really disturbs me, because what happened to this woman? What happened after this video? Did she actually vanish into thin air? And what exactly did she see on that truck? What were the corpses for? Why were they all butchered up? Was there some sort of organ harvesting going on? I mean, there's even a case in Mexico, the murder of Mark Kilroy, where a cult abducted Mark Kilroy. He was from Texas while he was on vacation with his friend, and they drove Mark out to an isolated ranch where they then tortured him for an extended period of time before killing him and harvesting his blood/organs. This is a whole rabbit hole we could go down, but I just thought this video is disturbing and I'm going to play you the rest of it.